bullish MACD cross on the 1 day time frame, and the momentum to the upside is still here and very present actually. So having a look at these Stokes are turning up, and they do have a lot more room to run if that is the case, if we do get some more continuation. But something very exciting, guys, that I wanted to tell you guys is right here. So what can you see on the RSI and what can you see on the super waves? You can actually see from this peak to this peak. Hey guys, I hope you're all having a fantastic day. We're going to be doing a video on XRP today and getting into the charts, analyzing it, and seeing if we can hold this support area that we're actually on right now, or if we're going to go back down here. I do have some very good news for you guys that I've seen on the charts right now, so I wanted to update you. I did actually just record a video for about 20 minutes and basically analyzing all the charts for XRP, and I had to re-record because my mic was not working. So I hope that this time it will work. So let's get right into it. I'm actually on my starting screen for my stream right now because I was streaming for about 3.5 hours today. So let's get on the main screen and get into the analysis. So I'm very excited, as I said, to get you guys out this because I've got some very good news for you holders and for you guys that actually do want to trade XRP and do trade it on leverage as well. This may be a good opportunity for you guys. So I'm going to tell you guys, and obviously it's not financial advice, but you can take it as you will and maybe make a decision for yourself. So looking at the price right now, we're actually at 19 cents, 19.4 right now, up about 1% for the day. So it's been a decent day. Obviously, as long as we're not going down, it's a decent day. So having a look at the charts and getting right into it, we're going to be looking at the 4 hour and up. We're not going to get into the lower time frames because I want to concentrate on what actually matters. I want to concentrate on the next few days or next few weeks of trading. I don't want to concentrate on the macro. Like I don't want to concentrate on the hourly. Sorry. So having a look at the 4 hour, we actually did cross up. These Stokes are looking pretty strong. They're still in the bullish control territory and in no way going to cross down just yet. We are actually above this support area. We had a pretty nice bounce, but we did give back most of our gains here. But as you can see, we actually are bouncing off support. This is a very strong support area, horizontal support that we did break. So I see this currently, as long as we haven't broken it, as a retest of the support area and just for the indicators to cool down. So having a look at this, it was resistance and it was support. If we go back, there's a lot of confluence in these areas, guys. So keep that in mind. This area is very strong, and if we can flip it and if we can do a resistance support flip, then it will be very good for the bulls for some continuation. Looking at the 4 hour MACD, we did have a bullish cross here and momentum is to the upside and not really laying down here. This is what we want to see. We want it to grow a little bit, but it is still looking pretty decent. As I said, the Stokes are still looking good as well. We actually had some resistance here that we did break, and well, yeah, a little bit of resistance there, but having a look at the 12 hour time frame, we actually were looking pretty good here. Let's have a look. So the 12 hour time frame, we got a bullish MACD cross. This is what we were talking about in the Discord as well, and the momentum to the upside has stayed up here for a very long time, which is a good sign, and we're not really budging. We're at least flatlining, so we're not coming down at all, and the moving averages are diverging away from each other. We're going to look for them to come to the upside and come into the bullish control territory like we were up here, and that would be very good if we can do that. Having a look at the support areas, so as I said, this was a very strong support area. If we go back on the price action, you will actually see that this area has a lot of confluence. So if we go back, and as long as it loads, we will be able to see that these areas are very important. And why are they important? Because in the past, the price action, basically, look at, like, we can just draw a box right here. We have a lot of confluence in these areas, so there's a high possibility that we will bounce off that area, just like we did. So if you did take a long position off a trade there, great job, because it's a very high confluence area and we will most likely going to bounce there. And Bitcoin does have some upside as well, so we'll want to see them move together. Now, having a look at the moving averages, the 10 simple moving average we have actually regained on a 12-hour basis. On a 12-hour time frame, we have actually regained the 10 simple moving average, which is the red, and the 21 exponential moving average, which I'm even more excited about. We've regained that on a 12-hour time frame. So let's see if we can regain it on a 1-day time frame. That will be the most important part. So having a look at the 1 day, we're going to be getting into the exciting stuff from now, or from here. And looking at the 1 day time frame, we are above the 10 simple moving average, which is the red right here. We do have the RSI a little bit down here in the bearish control territory, but we will be working our way up here. That's what it's starting to look like. Something bullish is obviously we got this bullish MACD cross on the 1 day time frame, and the momentum to the upside is still here and very, very present actually. So having a look at these stokes are turning up, and they do have a lot more room to run if that is the case, if we do get some more continuation. But something very, very exciting, guys, that I wanted to tell you guys is right here. So what can you see on the RSI and what can you see on the super waves? You can actually see from this peak to this peak, we have some bullish divergence, and this bullish divergence confirmed on the last daily close, which was only a few hours ago. What we can also see is the bullish momentum, or the basically money flow index, slowly leg down into the green. It hasn't gone into the green yet, obviously, but as you can see, is fading. So, and the VWAP basically did go to the upside as well. These are all things we want to take note of. The money flow index is extremely important. The last time we actually had a green money flow index was all the way over here, when we had these, when we were actually here in the price action. The money flow index started going green. So we started having this push up, money flow index went into the green, and we stayed in the green for a very long time, and we had these absolute crazy swings at around 30 cents. And it was a very, very tradable chart pattern. Basically, it was just very insane swings to trade. Actually, it was very, very nice. Some very good gains were actually gotten in this area. We were bouncing off the 21 EMA, which was the orange, and we were getting resistance from the 200 exponential moving average, which was the purple. It was a no-brainer to trade, and if you guys did follow the channel, then you would have known this, and you would have been taking these trades. So having a look at the resistance right here, if we do somehow break this 21 EMA with this bullish divergence, we will actually head to the upside, and we'll be looking for this to turn to support. So for this area, now I'll mark all of them out, but I also want to show you guys the last time we had some bullish divergence on a daily time frame, because I do believe that it's very important to be able to notice these things and to be able to recognize them and trade them. Because as you know, on a 1 day time frame, we had bullish divergence on the daily. Maybe you don't know, but on the daily we had bullish divergence for Bitcoin, and this is where we had this very nice bounce. We had bullish divergence, and we bounced $1,000 on Bitcoin, and XRP followed as well. And if you were following the channel, or even if you're in our Discord, you would have basically known that we had laddered entries for our longs right here. So on leverage, even if you were using 3 times leverage, or even if you were using 2 times leverage, you would have had some very, very nice gains. So let's go through this quickly before we do head forward. So for the people that did follow us, let's say you put in a long at that area, 14.8% move. Even if you were on 3 times leverage, guys, so you're doing a very low risk leverage trade, and you would have got 42% from that. Now let's say you're a little bit on the wild side, and you were on a 5 times leverage, let's say, which is something some people even use larger than that, then you would have got 70%, guys. So very, very good job. But now we've got another opportunity, like we did last time on this channel, like I updated you guys, to possibly get a very nice trade from here. Now if we do get this resistance, past this resistance at 19.7 and have a daily close above this area, we're going to be looking for us to come also above here and take out this high, and also find support here and get a daily close above here. If we do, this is absolutely beautiful. It lines up perfectly with the resistance 1. It also lines up perfectly with the resistance 2. So if we can actually flip this to support, we can slowly work our way up here. Now I know this is a little bit bullish, but if we can get our momentum in from this bullish divergence, which is a good sign for at least a start, we're going to be able to work our way up to here, or we're at least going to be watching these areas. Now I'm saying it's very beautiful because when I look for resistance areas, when I look for horizontal resistances, I also look for basically areas and moving averages, areas where moving averages do line up with them. So as you can see, we've got the 55 EMA line up perfectly almost with this resistance. We've also got the 89 EMA line up perfectly almost with this resistance as well. So these resistances are great areas to take some profits, at least if you're a trader, if we do end up making it up there. So very good, and I do believe that we're almost at the bottom for Bitcoin, and we're almost bottomed out, or we've also got a basically buy signal on the hash ribbons. The market is almost ready to move. So keep that in mind, guys. We're going to be looking at these areas. The daily time frame is looking very good. We also had some bullish divergence on the 2-day time frame. So from this peak to this peak, we actually had some bullish divergence. It didn't play out to much. It did give us a little pump. To be honest, it did give us a little really good pump actually. So we had some bullish divergence there, but let's see if this bullish divergence can help us. Now looking at the 2-day, we also have a bullish cross of the moving averages on the 2-day time frame, which is a very good sign. The last time we actually crossed with the moving averages was up here, which was basically when we were right here on the price action. We crossed bearish right here on this candle. We crossed, and let's say you waited for confirmation, you would have shorted here. But we haven't crossed bullish on the 2-day time frame for a very long time, since we went down this entire way, since we've had this absolute bad downtrend for you holders out there. We've basically got 37% right there. So now we've actually got a bullish cross. So let's see if we can keep this momentum up. Let's see if we can get some bullish momentum to come to the upside, so we can probably get some of our gains back here. So the 2-day basically Stokes have crossed to the upside again. Very good as well. I'm just excited to see how this plays out, to be honest. I will be taking some nice trades off this basically bullish divergence, and of this 10 simple moving average as well that we've actually regained on the 2-day time frame. So let's see if we do close above that on a 2-day closing basis for tomorrow's close basically. Excuse me as I take that sip right there. I did stream for about 3.5 hours. As I said, if you're not in our streams, you are missing out, guys. So go ahead and join us there. We check out all the alts, look at XRP, look at Bitcoin, and all of the good stuff. So basically, I did want to talk about something very quickly as well, about the articles that are being put out for XRP. So now that we've got the little analysis out of the way, we did talk about it a lot more in the last video, but I was recording for so long, and I'm getting a little bit tired now. It's getting very late. We did talk about a lot in that video, and my mic was not working, so I'm just checking if it is working again, which it should be. I wanted to quickly talk about Google right now. If you go on Google and you type up XRP and you go onto the news, and even if you go on Twitter, you will see so many bad things, guys. You will see people bashing XRP. You will see people saying that XRP is going to go down. You will see people saying XRP is going to zero. But this is completely not true, guys. This is just absolutely bullshit stuff. Like I'm telling you, people in every single bear market say stuff like this. People in every bear market make articles like this, and it is just disgusting to see. People are saying the same stuff about Bitcoin, and they're saying that it's going to go down. And I just don't understand how you can just do all of this, just say all of this nonsense, because we're in a bear market across the whole market. We're in a bear market, and that is the reasoning for these people saying that XRP is going to go down, and it's going to go down heavy. And I just don't understand it. I just don't back it at all. I wanted to remind you guys about this video that we made. I'm going to put it up on the screen right now. People saying that for example, this is saying that data suggests that investors are giving up on XRP. Then you go to this video that I made a few months back here, or in December at least, so last month. You go on this video, and what do you see? We actually had this analysis that we made, and we made a full video, but in this part of the video we talk about the accumulation distribution. So the bottom indicator that you can see right here, the accumulation distribution is something we've talked about on stream as well. We had this red line, and we were basically flatlining in this distribution accumulation indicator, and we weren't doing anything, or we weren't doing much. Even though we had these crazy swings on the price action, we weren't really doing much on the actual price action or on the actual indicator. And we had this clear trend line resistance, which was red, right above us. And we have finally broken it to the upside, guys. And the momentum is going to the upside, and we're riding this trend line, and it's looking absolutely beautiful. This shows that people are accumulating XRP. So when you see articles like that, it's just a bunch of bullshit, in my opinion. And it's just absolutely pathetic for people that do say stuff like this. In my opinion, you cannot be saying stuff like that. It has no basis. We broke this resistance with absolute force. We came back, we retested it, and went to the upside. We've made this uptrend line that's basically is just going up so far, and it's looking very, very strong. So I don't understand people that are saying this stuff. People are accumulating XRP, people are accumulating Bitcoin, and when Bitcoin starts moving, and when the entire market starts moving, such as XRP as well, we will see XRP reach those highs. We will see XRP go up very, very large amounts, and these swings are crazy, guys. So I don't care about buying under 20 cents. 20 cents is nothing to me. Even if it goes back up to 40 cents, I've got 139% profit there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you guys look at it the same way, but even if we go to this resistance 3 at, let's say, 60 cents, that's 255% profit for me, guys. So I'm not worried about a 1 cent move down. At least for me, I'm not like that. And when we're so close to the bottom, I'm going to be accumulating. I don't ever try to catch bottoms. That is just a fact. I never try to catch bottoms. That is not the way I trade. So just having a look at that with this bullish, this could turn bullish as well, and we could get a bullish cross possibly. So that's really all I wanted to mention, and I did want to put the light on that tradable pattern or tradable thing that we have on the charts right now, in case you hadn't heard it, because I hadn't actually heard anyone talk about it before or yet. I don't know if people are going to start talking about it once I get this video out, but yeah, so I have noticed it, and it's very, very good, and it's very, very tradable. So keep these targets in mind. But as we do start moving, I'm going to make an update video, and I'm going to tell you guys some updated targets, obviously, if we do start moving. Now, do your own research. Obviously, this is not a financial advice, but for me, buying under 20 cents is nothing. For me, leverage trading with my XRP to make more XRP is what I try to teach people in my group, and what we do in our group. And my basically group is very, very profitable. There's a lot of profitable guys in that group as well. So that's basically all I had to say. I hope you guys have enjoyed the videos. Go ahead and tune into the streams. We talk about all sorts of things in the streams, basically altcoins, XRP mainly, Bitcoin mainly as well, and we just concentrate on them, and I show you guys many strategies every single day on the streams. So go ahead and join on there. If you have any questions, let me know. All my links down below to support the channel for exchanges and everything else is down below. So if you did want to support the channel, go ahead and do that. Also, if you want to support the channel, go ahead and leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. I do really appreciate it, guys. It is very, very heartwarming when I do see the channel growth, as we have reached 2,000 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for that. I do appreciate all of your support, and this is why I make 2 or 3 videos per day. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video.